So here's the painting I mentioned earlier, and I quite like it, but it needs something, and that something is what I'm going to work on right now. It's kind of funny, you know, for me, this has been an issue all the time that I came across with these level rocks and then drop so quickly off the edge of the painting towards the bottom. And okay, you have these low values here and low values here, but there's a pretty considerable slice of higher value and a little bit higher chroma in here too. So this isn't really picked up by this. We still have this strong drop off. Now, to me, the problem is here. But also to me, the solution to that problem lies partly here and a little bit here. This drops off very strongly, and I have this sort of just this incredible strength in the foreground, but then I have a band of dark sort of blue and a band of lighter color, and then too much of a band of you know, ultramarine and strong blue here. So it's not strong enough to counteract this drop off. So what I'm going to do is, although the problem is here, the solution is here. That often happens in a painting, and it's kind of difficult to identify sometimes. But I, as I mentioned, have lived with it now for a while upstairs, and I decided, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix the problem on the right hand side of the painting by working on the left hand side of the painting. Excuse me. So I'm taking these high values. Oh, by the way, yes, the potatoes here, I believe that this is good now. I made this more of a rock structure than just a potato. I had these little bits of snow poking in here and here and here and here. Too much symmetry, too much boring rhythm, I guess you'd say. So now we have a bit of a straight, bit of a straight line, interrupted with a bit of a bump, and then a smaller one, and then a darker one. I think that works now. But having done that and being all happy about everything, now I'm going to connect the high values of these trees to the sky, so that this line of dark dirty blue under here gets shut down, and the sky connects with the trees value wise. From there, I might just also bring, well, I've already done this. I've brought some more light lunging up into the clouds, lunging up into the sky, and I might do a little more of that here, but broken up, probably not very much. But I was a little afraid of doing this, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. I want this sky to just, or I want this dark band that I've had sitting here. I want it to disappear. Because oddly enough, even though, this is kind of your most important area here, I want this to fade into this. I don't want a strong line between here and there. So I'm going to play with that now. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty confident it's going to work quite well. And by mating value-wise this area and the sky in general, we've already begun to form a nice sort of a cradle for our focal area. Raising the value doesn't necessarily draw more attention to it, because if you've got high values here, which I do, then putting additional, approximating the values that I have on these trees in the sky, it actually makes them disappear a little bit, and brings down the interest to here, where I have high values against low values, high value, high chroma against low value, high chroma, against low value. You know what I mean? Like we're pushing things this way. It's not about the scene at this point so much. Granted, of course, you have to have your shapes drawn in, but I think that's going to help quite a bit. I'm quite anxious to have this done because it's bugged me for a while sitting on my living room wall, and I didn't attack it when it bothered me because I'm very, very conscious of doing one painting at a time. And the painting I just finished, I'm thrilled with. I don't want to interrupt sort of the flow, the thought process when you're working on a composition by jumping into another one. I have done it, but I rarely do it. It's very possible that I don't paint on this tomorrow. It's possible that I go and do a panel, don't know. But the painting's in place, so major decisions don't have to be made anymore. My major decision is already made, and that is working on the sky a little bit. So that's not something I'm going to concern myself with at the moment. I'm just happy I don't have jury duty. Puts me in a whole better mood, I can tell you. And now that I'm confident in what I'm doing, I'm just going to kind of, play with this a little bit. Bring it to the point that I think it should be. Okay, so that's a bit of an after amble of what I did today, and a bit of a preamble of what you'll see on the next video. I'm hoping by the time I show this again, it's pretty much done, because I'm very confident in what I have to do. Again, we'll see you soon.